Hi guys, a little update because I haven't posted in a while. Figured I'll give you guys a little quick video of what's going on and what the status is. We got the ECU in the car, and I tested all the wiring. And as you guys, if you follow the last video, I show that we made a new engine harness. So there's a lot of new things that I had to test. But here's how it ended up. Basically, it's all nice and clean. I removed the big mess that was under there, so I can show you and how it turns out. So it's cleaner than it was. I mean, it's not professional mil-spec stuff, but you know, it's pretty clean. Still using the stock harness. I got these fuse boxes closed up, but you can always literally just pull this off. You can service any fuse or relay that you want. It's pretty easy to use. Big thanks to Pro Tuners for that. But yeah, pretty clean. Still missing the keypad. I gotta get the race grade keypad there, and we'll end up putting it there, and probably the Motec dash goes over there. But redid some of this wiring too for the battery. This guy here is the alternator wire. This is what powers the relays over there, and this is what powers the starter. But yeah, just pretty clean. We'll cover everything so you don't see anything over there. One of these days that carpet is probably going to come out, but you know, try to keep it looking as a street car, like a stock interior as much as possible. But yeah, so let's put this guy here. I made these little carbon panels, so that way this is where the heater core was, this is where the AC was, this is where the stock harness was, just to cover it a little, you know, clean. But mounted this guy. I use these carbon to be able to mount all these little devices. This is where the TCA is gonna go. So the wiring all comes out of here. It's a bit of a mess, but you know, it's all bundled up over here. This is for the injector looms. Put a little primer pump down there. So this is gonna come from the tank over here. This will go to the rail. So yeah, I'll have to organize all that wiring. But you got the injector coils. This is what's gonna cross over. This is the alternator. It's gonna cross with them. I got the new fuel tank. Big thanks to Renee at Centerline. So 6-gallon fuel tank up front. This is the return. That's the feed. Those two fittings over there, one for the primer pump, one to drain the fuel. The water pump, this is a new CSF rad. This is the radiator pressure sensor. So this guy will go to that big billet adapter that I had that's gonna split into 4 A and 10s. But I use the original hose, split it in half so I get some angles. It's got a spall fan, chase base thermostat, the same as your water pump. I'll have to take this out because it's gonna be a dual outlet. I use these connectors on everything. DTP. These are the big ones. This is for the CO2. I still have to buy the CO2. But yeah, you fill fuel from here. It's all cleaned up. Big tank. Easy to fill. You know, fuel pressure regulator, nitrous, ambient pressure. The ambient temperature is down here. Yeah, I made a catch can in the back, 1.5 inch hose. So it comes out of here. Still using this catch can in the front. I know it's confusing, but the tank has to breathe, so that tank will breathe out of here. And then the big catch can in the back, they got 2 12s from the valve covers and 120 from the billet block that are going to merge and go to the back. I don't know if you can see, but that big 20 hose, see if I can get you guys, there it is. So that big 1.5 inch ID hose, the engine valve cover will just join to there, goes to the back. And I made this little carbon piece. I used the antenna, sorry, the rear wiper hole that was here. I had to enlarge it a little bit, but you can even see inside to see the level, but I think it's pretty clean. So it's a big tank, so I'm trying to avoid any issues really with catch can overflow, oil anywhere. You get a little drain here so you can drain it, but look at this massive hose. There was already a hole there that I just enlarged a little bit. Yeah, so don't have to worry about that anymore. Fits perfect. So pretty much waiting on the engine now. I talked to Scott at Aero, and Scott at Aero is saying that the engine is almost done, the sleeves are in, the rotating assembly's in. We're just waiting on some valves from Dave from Head Games, and we'll assemble that. When the pistons got damaged, some aluminum from the pistons went on the exhaust valve, so we're going to replace them anyway instead of cleaning them up. But yeah, she's almost done. Pretty excited. She's still looking pretty. I clean everything, clean the tank, pressure clean the catch can, clean the rad, clean the tank here, cleaned all the lines. Yeah, the new harness is all done. So pretty much waiting on the engine. So for those who've never seen this part, so you have to hammer there for the TH400 to fit, but it's all painted. But yeah, clean the subframe a little bit. Yep, still have everything lined up here. Manifold, intake has its own harness, turbo sitting there chilling, waiting. I have all the hoses over there. But yeah, pretty excited. 2 JZs everywhere. This is my original old block. Just gonna keep it there. I might assemble one of these just as a spare. But yeah, stay tuned. We'll have more videos probably in a week or 2 weeks when the engine's here, and then we'll document the whole thing going in and fire it up. Thanks guys, take care.